Hey guys, I'm Sage Valentine and I'm back to review another episode of CBS's Big Brother, Season 18, episode number 40. And this episode, in my opinion, was one of the best, if not the best episode in the entire season. Paul was overjoyed that he became the HOH. He started from the bottom, now he's here. He ended up on the block 6 times. And he talked himself out of tons of situations in the house because he has the gift for gab. He never thought that he would make it this far. And on a side note, I wasn't sure that Paul would make it this far, to be honest, but he did. And kudos to him for making it this far from a game standpoint. Nicole is upset because she and Corey will be nominated, but I think she's more upset because she will be nominated because Paul is the HOH. But Derek was nominated in season 16, so everybody ends up on the block at some point in the game. So, last night, James and Paul had a little conversation about Nicole and Corey. James said that Nicole and Corey jumped ship on him and Natalie. And that both James and Paul agreed that they have to fight like hell to win this veto to break up that showmance. If they don't work together, they will lose. So, and that's what Paul basically says. And Paul sees James as his backup just in case he doesn't win veto. We saw how that went, though. Paul had to do it all by himself. So Paul has to do what he has to do at this point in the game. It comes down to the nominations. Corey and Nicole are nominated. And to paraphrase what Paul said, Corey and Nicole are a powerful couple, the most powerful couple of season 18. And beating both in this game, especially in the final 3, will be extremely tough. James, on the other hand, is just happy that he is not nominated. So we learned that tonight's veto winner basically is the deciding vote in who will go to the final 3 and who will head to the jury house. And Nicole is super upset that she was nominated, and like I just said, it was bound to happen. It is what it is. So we get to the jury house. Michelle enters as a breath of fresh air. Apparently, everybody's upset when Natalie pops up in the house. And Paulie makes a statement saying that somebody convinced someone to vote out a non-threat. But on a side note, didn't Paulie do that a few times? If memory serves, I believe that he did. Natalie knew that she was the main target, and she said that she would have used the veto if she had won it on James to keep James in the game. So apparently, Paulie says that the girls have been treating Zakiya bad because she's been talking to him. The way I see it, the girls are annoyed because of all the things they heard Paulie say. On top of the fact, if you want to basically shine a light on Davon, because pretty much she and Paulie were both at each other's throats in this segment. Davon is upset because Davon knows that Paulie could have saved Zakiya by using the veto on her and didn't do it. And she's highly upset that Zakiya's back with him because he has treated her like crap. So Day and Paulie had it out. Davon wore him out. Paulie tried to call her classless, as if talking about his sexual escapades on the feeds was very classy. He talked about her daughter and she lost it. There will probably be people online calling her all types of things of low class and ghetto and stuff. But listen, when it comes to a mother, regardless of your social status, maybe mothers do not get angry and start fighting, because Davon held herself back, not only because of the cameras, but also because of the fact that she had to stay calm, because she would basically she was remembering the fact that Cadence would see this, on top of the fact that she was mad, but she was trying her best to keep her cool. The fact is that Paulie mentioned her daughter, and Paulie is the second contestant in Big Brother to mention Davon's daughter as a negative, because Jeff from season 17 did it, and it wasn't nice then, and it definitely wasn't nice now, and a lot of people on social media were pissed because of that. Security had to take her out of the room, and they took her out, and she came back in, but they took her out again, and Bridget had her back. Then all of a sudden, it became Z versus Davon. And somebody on Tumblr was saying, well, you know what? Davon and Paulie should not be fighting over Zakiya, of all people. Davon is upset because, and on a side note, I'm just going to say this and come out, because this is the first time 2 black women were ever allowed to play Big Brother at the same time. There have been 2 black men, but never 2 black women. And by black women, I mean visibly black women, because there were multiracial black women that have played Big Brother with other black women. I'm talking about 2, as Zakiya and Davon called each other, chocolate drops. So Davon looked to Zakiya as a sister, and she thought she got Zakiya together because Zakiya was distraught after she was kicked out of the game. Then to see her get back with Paulie was upsetting, and probably Davon found out everything else that Paulie had done, probably from Michelle, probably from Bridget, and she was highly upset. And Davon had Zakiya's back when no one else did, and Davon told her, listen, Zakiya, you look like an idiot on national television. And unfortunately, a lot of people can't stand Zakiya and have been calling her all types of names, including an idiot, for going back with Paulie. And I honestly believe that Zakiya is a little bit foolish to go back with Paulie, but this is coming from a person who is watching at home, and I have to remember that everything that I have seen, she has not seen yet, but when she gets home, I truly believe that she is going to be very, very upset about her behavior in the house. So Victor joins the jury. Davon is upset because she let Paulie get under her skin, but at least she got her feelings out. And Paulie is just happy because he only has Zakiya. Pretty much the rest of the house is just done. Natalie wants anyone to come into the jury house but James. Everybody else in the house is pretty much like Victor shouldn't be coming in this house, jury house either. So when Victor walks in, everybody's super surprised. Victor realized that the final 4 wasn't even real. Everybody loves their comic book alter egos that they see in the veto competition. Day says that she will vote for Nicole to win, but she didn't sound too happy about that. So we get down to the veto competition that Corey, Nicole, Paul, and James all had to compete in, and they were fighting hard. James didn't win veto, and I'm not surprised because honestly, in my eyes, he's thrown yet another competition. Nicole ended up dropping with 3 strikes. Then it came down to Corey with 2 strikes, Paul with 2 strikes, and in the end, Paul won the veto. James is happy and he's hopeful that Paul keeps his word. On a side note, I feel like James did not push that hard to play in that veto competition because James didn't want to be the one that would have to choose between Nicole and Corey at that point. And Corey cried, and a lot of people online were making fun of him and how he cried, and honestly, Corey realized right then and there that he was done. I guess on a side note, Corey felt a little bit sad that James would choose Nicole over him. But James has been pretty, loyal to Nicole throughout this entire game. They never tried to target each other, but unfortunately, Corey ended up being the casualty of war in tonight's episode. So Paul said that he won't use the veto, and I'm just like, well, it's down to Nicole or Corey. Who's going home or to the jury house? Corey's veto speech consisted of saying friendship to Paul, Texas forever to James, and he said he's not going out of the house without reaching for space. Nicole spent most of her eviction speech complimenting Corey, and I was just shaking my head. Because I honestly, after watching that exit interview with Julie Chen, Corey never answered the question that Julie was asking, whether or not he would pursue a relationship with Nicole outside of the house. He just kept talking about friendship and being best buds. I guess I'm going to go back to what I was saying after Hayden, a while back in the season, gave his opinion on Nicole's gameplay, that Hayden cares more for her than Corey does. So it came down to James casting a vote for somebody, and he had to do it in front of both Nicole and Corey, and he obviously chose Corey. And I was just like, James won't be winning Big Brother 18, and some people will disagree with me, but I believe he won't. It'll be down to either Nicole or Paul. More than likely, Nicole will end up winning. So Corey had his exit interview with Julie Chen. He doesn't know why James evicted him, and is surprised that James didn't save him. I don't know why he's surprised. Corey said that the move James made to keep Nicole is better for Nicole, not for James, obviously. And Corey's strategy throughout the entire season 18, was to lay low, team up with the vets, and then when James dropped the ball on him, that's when he had to just come out and play hard and win some competitions. And when Julie Chen asked Corey if he was going to try to pursue a relationship with Nicole outside of the house, he kept kind of like circumventing the question, and he kept saying like, oh, you know, Nicole and I will be besties for a long time and we'll see where it goes. And I'm just like, and in the end, Paul popped some champagne, and the final three are all celebrating. But we'll see where this goes in episode 40. So guys, let me know what you thought about tonight's episode, the jury segment, Corey's exit interview, Paul not using the veto, and also let me know who your prediction is for the winner, second place winner, the final jury member, and who you think will win America's Favorite Player. And I will include a link to basically give you guys something to click on so that you will vote 20 times, because you can vote 20 times for your favorite person. So I maxed out my votes. So that's about it, guys. You all take care. I'm Sage Valentine, signing off. This was a really interesting review. Very interesting. And it's the first review that I finished in like 18 minutes. So go me. Bye, guys. I love you all. See you Friday. Bye.